hello, 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 hello. Dana, hello, thirsty comment today. Hi, Jackie, Debbie, Sylvia. Hi, Kathy, Sue, Mandy, and good morning, Beverly. How are we all? Hello, 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 hello. I am slightly late today. I do apologise. Hi, Connie. Hi, Mandy, Carol, Lillian, Cindy. I've got a little bit of a sore throat today, Cindy. Normally by the end of the live I start going crackly anyway, don't I? Just because I've sort of been talking all day. However, today I actually woke up with a sore throat. No other... I'm going to say that now and then my nose will start running. But no other, like, cold symptoms, just a random sore throat. So yeah, if I do go crackly today, I'm fine. I do apologise. I may have to have a throat sweet maybe a little bit later on, but I can still talk with that in my cheek. But we'll see how it goes. At the moment, I'm absolutely fine. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Very, very kind of you. Hi, Nicola, Emma, Kath, Cassie, Sophie, hello. Emma, you're on time for once, bless you. And I am 15 minutes late, so I am sorry, everybody. It's just Nightmare Fridays. It's always a Friday, isn't it? Nightmare Fridays. Friday evenings for us consist of obviously school pickups. So everyone gets in for around 4, half 4. Aaron finishes and gets home for about 5. Quinn then has his saxophone lesson. Aurora has this thing she has to do, and then dinner, and then the live. So it's all very, very busy on a Friday afternoon. It's like all systems go, and if something goes out, I end up being late. So I am sorry, but we're here now. Just a few updates. Today is the last chance for a spring pick. They will be going off the website after the live today. So if you would like to grab one, tonight's the last chance to play. And yeah, they'll be going off the website tonight. The next thing is we are currently waiting for our oyster delivery. As always, I can't actually get a definite date until like a few days beforehand, just because of the courier services. And with it being bank holiday on Monday, I'll next have an update Tuesday or Wednesday of when they'll actually be delivered. So fingers crossed that they'll come by the end of next week, but I don't want to say that just in case. So touch wood, mystery oysters, we don't have any left at the moment. We do have all of the other oysters available. The spring pick is the surprise oysters, but then we've got the new expand the rainbow and normal oysters available as well. And then of course, if anyone would prefer to wait for a mystery oyster opening and you don't mind waiting a week or so, then definitely that's absolutely fine. You can do that. Because we're waiting for the oyster delivery, we're not actually accepting... No, that's not right. We are accepting loyalty cards, but we're not going to be opening loyalty cards until the oyster delivery is here. That's just because oyster numbers are lower, so when that is the case, I just wait. I obviously book in the loyalty cards, so please send them over. Please let me know the information, and then I will email you all as soon as the oysters are here and book you in for the opening. So I hope you guys can understand, those of you who do have loyalty cards and are wanting to claim them. You can still claim them, but you might just have to wait a week or so to have the actual opening. I think that's the fairest way to do it. So I hope that's okay. Oh, bless you, Connie, and I hope he's okay. I did actually do a test earlier, because I'm one of these people who like the slightest symptom I was like, we need to check. So yeah, I did actually do a test earlier and it came back negative. So, but I hope your little boy is okay. What else was I going to say? So yeah, loyalty cards, you can send them in, but they won't be claimed until the oyster delivery is here. No mystery oysters until that happens. Last day for spring pick. and then keep an eye out over the weekend for the next little mini event to tide us through. That might give you a hint to what it will be. And there is still space available for today, yes. So if you would like to order, you'll be added on for the order list today. Is it, Sophie? Oh, Lisa, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. Right, so shall we get started for the evening? I think that was all the updates. I'm just trying to remember. As always, I feel like I've forgotten something, so as and when it comes back to me, I'll sort of shout it out. Yep, it's gone. So let's start. At first today is Robin Wilson. Robin, are you here? Robin, hello, hello, hello. Now, Robin, you have got a stick or pick sparkle dip, a spring pick, and you've got your oyster openings as well. So what we'll do is we'll do your stick pick sparkle dip first. We'll then do your spring pick, and then we'll do all of the oysters together at the end, if that's okay with you. So let's go down for your stick pick or sparkle dip. So in here are just lots of pearls in case you'd like to swap the pearl. And then in here is the envelope with all of the... Did I get your last order? I think so. 1, 2, yeah, I've got 3 orders together here. Have I not added on the oysters? Let me just double check and count. Yeah, that is including, yeah, I've got all your oysters, all the orders together. Yep. Not a problem, my lovely. I've even made a little post-it on the top just telling me what's on each page, so then I wouldn't miss anything out by accident. So let's dive in for this one first. Okay, so if we get this open for you. So whatever crystal charm is inside is your crystal charm. So I hope you're going to be happy with that. And then it's the pearl that's on the charm itself that you're going to be able to either stick with or change. Okay, so where's my pearl picker? This one is not on the website yet. It is the pink crystal heart charm. So it's a baby pink colour. Now it is a different style of heart to our traditional crystal heart charm that you can find on the website at the moment. It's a different style. It's longer and it's thinner towards the bottom. It's in this beautiful baby pink colour as well. So like I say, I hope you're happy with that one. The pearl colour with this charm is a deep Cadbury purple. So it is, there we go. So it's quite a deep shade, but definitely purple all the way around. If you can see that there. So the question is going to be, Robin, would you like to stick and keep the purple pearl, obviously with your pink crystal charm, Or would you like to pick and choose a different pearl for the charm? So it's quite a nice, oh look at it, there we go, up next to the glove you can see the true colour. So quite a nice deep but still slightly brighter Cadbury purple. Stick with that one. Okay, perfect. So that one is yours then. Let me bring you back up. And then I'll just make a note that we're sticking stick with the colour there. Okie dokie. Up next then is your spring pick. So if we go back down again for your flower shuffle, just grabbing the flowers, 1 second. Okay, and let's go down. So flower shuffle here. Oh, I don't have my piece of paper up telling me which is which, so I would have to try and remember. Is there a certain category or certain butterfly that you're hoping for? So large butterfly is bracelets, medium butterfly is pendant, small butterfly is earrings. I normally have a little piece of paper just to remind me, because there's a lot going on sometimes on the live. Okay, so let's spread these out and do one last sort of jig to see if they'll all go in together. And you have got a medium butterfly. Medium is the pendant here. So if we take you straight across to the butterflies, that's this one here. Medium butterfly. I'll need to know, oh, it's a bit lower today, which butterfly number you would like. Would you like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? So this picks your prize and it sees if you're going to have a bonus prize or not by finding a green sticker. Oh, Sophie, what did you have? Number 2, donate the shells. Okay, so butterfly number 2, and you're looking for a green sticker here. Oh, you've got a purple sticker there. So that does mean that there isn't a bonus with that one. But let's bring you straight back across. So it's medium bag number 2. Medium butterfly in number 2. Oh, okay, so this one. Sorry, I'm just topping it up as we go again. This one here comes with 1 oyster opening, and you definitely need to have the pearl on the jewellery. So this is the elephant splash pendant, I think it's called, or something very similar to that. So as you can see, it is a elephant. Now this elephant has lifted his trunk up and round, and he will actually be touching the pearl that is at the top there. So the pearl gets set on this round disc that's at the top. Okay, so your pearl's up here, and the elephant splash, elephant's walking along, and he's reached back to either throw the pearl or to touch the pearl. He's got his little tusks at the front there as well. Oh no, that's not his tusk, sorry, that's his mouth open. You do have the tusk higher up, and then he's got his eyes. He does look like he's got a collar on on this pendant, and then of course your pearl at the top there. Or it might not be a collar, it might be just the detailing around his neck. Or is that his ear? What am I like? That's his ear. It doesn't go all the way around. I'm sorry. But he is lovely. So that one comes with 1 opening. Let me bring you back to me. So you get 1 surprise oyster with him. You then have 9 other oysters. Now you can't have the surprise oysters, I'm afraid, but you can pick between the Nunu rainbow, the expand the rainbow, and the normal natural oysters. Which 9 would you like? Or would you like a sort of selection of each of them? Four Nunu, 5 expand the rainbow. I'll grab both of the bags up. So Nunu. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a lucky handful. 4 Nunu, 5 expand the rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let me just get these open and then we'll go from there, my lovely. So are there certain colours you're hoping for? Also, I'm very happy to go through this evening with what colours you'd like wear, and of course any colour swaps. Also, or the option is you can screenshot and go through in an email with me if you would like to. Okay, so either option is fine with me. I'm just letting you know that there is that option, not to rush you, just because you do have a few decisions to make. Okay, so we'll start with the surprise oyster, which is the one from the elephant opening, and then we'll go from there. So let's go down. You can see all of your oysters lined up beautifully along the bottom there. So surprise oyster, and you have said you're donating your shells. Good luck, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side. And in your surprise oyster, you have got an apple green. And there's no more in that one. So first pearl out is a larger, slightly brighter apple green. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, a very rich chocolate colour. Look at him. There's no more in that one. Very deep, rich toned chocolate pearl here. Let's actually start, if I move them like this, it might be, yeah, there you go. So look at that deep chocolatey tone. Both larger pearls to start with as well there. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here, flying out there, you've got another very similar chocolate toned colour actually, and there's no more in that one. Now he does look like he's slightly smaller in size, possibly just a touch darker, but very, yeah, look at that, very, very similar in tone with your chocolate pearls there. Now these oysters give off a lot of liquid, so I may have to change the kitchen towel out a couple of times. We'll see until it rips how long it will last. So with this next one, my lovely, 4th oyster here, but the 3rd Nunu rainbow oyster. Ooh, and you're twinning with darker blue pearls. There's no more in that one. Now you're twinning with TARDIS blues here. They are different to each other. So they're twins, but they are different. You've got okay, so this one here is slightly smaller and slightly lighter. Okay, and then this one here is darker and just visually slightly larger. So twinning TARDIS blues, but you can see, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep multiples over here. So you can see this one's slightly smaller, this one's just ever so slightly lighter. Beautiful. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. Oh wow, and in your next oyster you are twinning for a second time. Twinning with blue pearls again, but oh wow. Okay, so they are different to each other again. So overall they're slightly larger than the first set. So this one here is your twin number 1. You can see he's slightly visually larger, slightly darker, almost matching with this sort of tone. Pearl number 2 is a blue oil slick. Oh my gosh. Now hopefully, look, you can see it without even me moving it there. So a blue oil slick is a base blue, so base TARDIS blue. So it's already got the blue colour. Then as you move it around, you can see purples, greens and silvers. Let me just readjust and see if I can show you. Can you see there? So moving there is the green and the silver, then purple flashes, then a little bit of purple and blue. Oh, and there it is, a stunning blue based oil slick. Stunning. So they're the twins next to each other there. I'll just move it around slightly, hopefully you can see the oil. Oh yeah, look, you can see the oil slick there. Oh, beautiful. Moving on to your next oyster. So I think these are now your expand the rainbow oysters. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have got a candy floss pink. There's no more in that one. Not a problem, Dina. I will add you on to today's order list. I'll do an updated order list as we go, okay? So there is your candy floss pink robin. Again, I'm putting multiples on that side and the single pearls on that side. I will obviously show you them all together as well. It's just so we can see which ones were the twins and which ones weren't. Your next oyster. There's one side. Ooh, and the other side. And I can see straight away you are twinning. Twinning with Candy Floss Pink twins. Now these two are ever so slightly darker than the single one, but not by much at all. Let me pop them in the sand here. Thank you very much, Bab.
Welcome.
Okay, 3 oysters to go. So your next one. There's one side. Oh, and the other side you've got a runaway already. That's quite bright down the front there, isn't it? Let me move that. Why is that so bright, do we think? And you're twinning. Popped out as I was opening it, and then your twin was still inside. So twinning for a 4th time. Now these two, one is a sunshine yellow, one is a brighter lemon yellow. So I'm going to pop these over here. Okay, so just using all the space in the sand. So you can see the lemon yellow is visually smaller and the sunshine yellow is visually larger and brighter. Okay, so again, twinning, but slightly different to each other. Last two oysters now. So this one, and then what I'll do is I'll go through all of your colours again for you, okay? There's one side and the other side. No way! Okay, Robin, you are twinning for a 5th time, and there's no more in that one. Again, slightly different in sizes here. These two are more closer in colour to each other. They're both a nice lemon yellow. However, you can visually see that there is a difference in the size again. So if you have a look there, this one here is the larger of the two. And then your last oyster. There's one side. And the other side. Oh, okay. Okay, no more in that one. And this one looks to be a, I'm going to say more of a burgundy red type of colour. Let me just dry him up. He's quite an unusual tone. He's a burgundy red. So you had 10 oysters altogether. You've got 5 single pearls and 5 pairs of twins. So if I go through the single pearls first, you've got an apple green, 2 chocolate pearls, 1 candy floss pink and 1 burgundy red. I'm just going to hold that there a second in case you'd like to take a screenshot. Again, if we're deciding the colours tonight on the live, that's absolutely fine. Just holding that there just in case. With your twins. Okay, so if we start on this side, you've got a lemon yellow and sunshine yellow twin. You've got twinning lemon yellows, twinning TARDIS blues, one slightly lighter, one slightly darker. You've got twinning TARDIS blues again, but this one here is a blue based oil slick. And then you've got twinning candy floss pinks. So again, I'm just going to hold it there for you just a second in case you'd like to take another screenshot. Robin, what do you think? What would you like to do, my lovely? If I run these through the board, the apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The second chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Your single candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. And the burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The picture I have of the Vibes pendant on my website, what is that? I'm just having a look for you. It is an icy blue. He does look like he's got a little bit of a green tinge to him almost. Let me just have a look at the other photos. It is definitely a two-tonal icy blue. Yeah, two-tonal icy blue. He's got a slight darker area of blue, and in the photo it looks kind of like almost a green section, but definitely base icy blue. 3 similar to the colour. I mean, I definitely have icy blues. I don't know if they'd have like a hint of green in them, but if you don't mind the base colour, then yes. I'm just having a look. I will measure the twins for you as well. on, let me just bring it back up again. I've gone for the normal lighter apple greens. I do actually have pastel apple greens as well. So if you prefer a slightly lighter, the only thing is with the pastel, that's literally like an off-white with like a slight shade of green to them. So these ones are just the normal lighter apple greens. I'm just going to pop them on top of the blues because then there we go. Be able to see slightly more. So that's blues and greens there, if that helps at all. If I continue measuring the twins for you, my lovely, TARDIS Blue Twins number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the darker of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are measuring different sizes there. TARDIS Blue Twin Set 2, the one which is not an oil slick, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And your oil slick, which is just stunning, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they are measuring different sizes there. Trade the browns and the larger apple green for those. 1 on the vibe pendant, 2 on the wreath earrings. Which shade is it, my lovely? The greens or the blues? So greens or blues, which one would you like to keep? The greens, okie dokie. So wreath earrings is green and vibes is green. Okie dokie. So I'm just looking for the icy blue pot that I just popped over here. I'm just taking them away as we go, just because then I can attach the pearls to the correct area, my lovely. You would like red, white and blue on the invest pendant, darkest blue, and trade the 2 yellows for a white and a bright red. Your darkest blue, which is not the oil slick, is this one. When you say 2 yellows, should we go for the second set of twins? So that keeps you with the sunshine yellow and the lemon yellow twin. And would you like it in the order of red, white and blue? So red at the top. If so, I'm just looking for a slightly smaller red, just because with the invest it does work better when the pearls also start smallest, go to largest. So I'm just looking to see if I have got one slightly smaller. Yeah, that's the one. That one's brighter as well, actually. So red, white, where's my whites? and blue. Let's go with this one. Oh, slightly too big. There we go. Okay, so if you have a look at these ones here, so taking away the second set of yellow twins, these ones here, red at the top, white in the middle, blue at the bottom. So that was your darkest blue, which was the oil slick blue twin. So not the oil slick one, but his twin. Red, white and blue. Are you happy with those? Just writing this down again. Perfect. Okay. So the other items left are, let me have a look, we've got your pendant and another set of earrings, and then of course the pendant that you won today. Trading 2 yellow and 1 candy floss, so I'm assuming it's the single candy floss, not the twins candy floss. Again, if I'm wrong, please correct me. For 3 blurples, let's have a look here. Ooh, what's the items? I think we might go for larger blurples because that's such a gorgeous shade, these larger ones. Let me have a look to see if I've got 2 matching for the earrings. Okay, what do you think for these ones here? To me, these ones are looking slightly more purpley, but they definitely do have that blurple bluey tone to them. So blurple, for those of you who don't know, is a mix between a blue and a purple. So in some lights, they look like they're purple, and then in some lights, they look like they're blue. So they just sort of change, I suppose, depending on the lighting around them and obviously the way we're looking at them, shadows and stuff. What do you think to those 3? Look at that oil slick next to them. Honestly, it is such a stunning, blue-based oil slicks are so rare, and he is stunning. Yes, of course. So blurple on there and blurple on there. Where did I get the pots from? I can't remember now, Dina. I have had them a very long time. However, they're called bead storage pots. So it's just, yeah, if you look at just general bead or general storage like that, then there's lots and lots of options. I think even these ones come up in various different places, but I can't remember the exact place I got mine from, I'm afraid. Okay, so let me just go through. I think the last thing is then the spring pick pendant. Okie dokie. Swap the pink for a black for the elephant. Oh, I love that. However, there will be a wait on the black. If you're happy to wait, I'm happy to pop one down for you. If you prefer not to wait, is there a different colour? I've definitely got dark gunmetal greys, so very, very close to black. And I've also got mottled blacks. So they are base black, but they're two-tonal mottled. Let me show you a mottled one. but the pure blacks, there is a weight on it, I'm afraid. So this one's mottled black with almost like a slight silvery tone to him. Now it's going to be quite hard to see on the camera. Let me see if I can show you on here. Just because it is ever so slight. No, let me try in the sand as well. So let me describe it. It's almost like the mottled effect, but it's like a light silvery tone to him. It's really hard to see on the camera. It's because it's not a massive obvious mottle, if that makes sense, but he is, like, I don't want you to receive it and think it was a pure black, because it's definitely not a pure black. He does have this two-tonal colouring to him, but he's based black. That one looks okay. Okay, as long as you're sure that it's not a pure black, it is mottled. So, but as long as you're happy with that. So we're taking away one pink for the black, and that's to go on the spring pick elephant. So mottled black. Okay, perfect. I believe that's everything. So let me just go through. Spring pick is black. On the crystal heart charm you're sticking. Earrings, blurple. Colours, pendant, blurple. The invest, you've got the red, white and blue. You've then got green on vibes and green on the wreaths. Can you get oil slick on a lobster fitting? Of course you can. The invoice for the lobster fitting will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. I'm just writing it down, sorry. Invoice for lobster on oil slick, strawberries and cream. I think I do. Let me have a look. Best way to store loose pearls, out of direct sunlight. Obviously you can have them on display. I've got mine out all the time. I just don't let the sun, obviously not on a windowsill or anything like that. Yeah, out of direct sunlight. Apart from that, so these ones I do store in these pots. Obviously, I wouldn't store them in with anything sharp. Pearls are hard to be scratched, but I still wouldn't do it just in case. I wouldn't put them anywhere near any water or where they can get wet. Basically, on our website, if you have a look at our care guides, there's a how to care for your pearls and your jewellery on the website. If you have a read through there, it does then say a few ways what not to do, and then of course what you can do. Hope that helps. Now, how subtle are the strawberries and cream? Burgundy on lobster as well, that's absolutely fine. So subtlety with strawberries and cream. I've got this one which is very, very subtle, and this one which is slightly more. So let me show you these two. In fact, the subtle one I don't think we are going to be able to see on the camera. It's very light, so it's very cream, slight pink. Yeah, it's hardly visible on the camera. And then this one is, now it doesn't go 100% white. It does go very, very light, creamy pink colour. It goes brighter pink and then light. So this one I'd say is more strawberries and cream. Like I said, it doesn't go to a pure white, but he does go very creamy, pinky, lighter, then brighter again. The second one, yeah, that's the one I would go for as well. So trade the pink for the strawberries and cream, and the lighter blue for a blurple. Then put them on lobster clasp. Lighter blue, pink, and blurple. Okay, so just have a look here for me. So that leaves your blue at the top here. So these three you would like on lobster fittings, and then that blue as your loose pearl. Is that correct? And of course the oil slick on lobster fittings as well, but we've already popped that to the side. Oh, all on lobster. Okay, that's not a problem. No loose pearls, that's fine. So that means there'll be 5 on lobster fittings. So these 4 along with the oil slick as well. Okay, let me just write that down. That's exactly it, Amy. You can store the pearls in the purple bags I sent out as well. I also sell the bottles that you can store them and show them off in if you'd like to have them on display. Some people have the shells and sort of display them in the shells, although you've got to be careful not to knock it. I do also sell storage pots, which are like little square pots which clip closed, so you could then fit your pearls in there as well. So there's lots of different ways, just not in direct sunlight, not near water or anything like that. Robin, you're very, very welcome. I've got that all down for you, so that's perfect. The invoice will get sent across over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Right, up next then today is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you here? It's one of the reasons I actually send the pearls out in the purple bags, because it is a good way to store them. It lets them breathe, and yeah, it's a nice little way that you can hang the bags up, you can pop them away, and you can fit quite a few bags in each of the, for quite a few bags, quite a few pearls in the little bags, and that's an automatic thing. That's not a extra charge. If you have loose pearls, they get sent in the little bags for you. Kathy, hello. So Kathy, you've got 3 oyster openings altogether. You'd like to have new rainbow oysters and to donate your shells. 1, 2 and 3. No, sorry, 4. 1, 2, 4 oysters altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you got my email back and I hope that was okay. I haven't seen a reply yet, but I hope that was okay, my lovely. So 4 oysters here. Donating the shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's go down. So oyster number 1. Bless you, Kathy. Thank you for understanding. So there's both sides there. Oh, wow. Look at those beautiful sea green twins there. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so there's no more pearls in that one. Now these ones are visually different. So we've got one which is definitely larger and then one which is definitely visually smaller. And I do think they will be measuring different sizes there. But stunning sea green pearls to start with. Let me just get it focused for you. Okay, moving on to your next oyster. There's one side. Oh, and the other side you've got a runaway. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a brighter two-tonal pink here. So he is a candy floss pink, but he does have lighter and brighter areas. Your next oyster. I don't think I asked Kathy if there are certain colours you're hoping for. Is there anything, or are we going to wait to see what comes out and then we'll go from there? Now this shell does already have a crack in him, so that may, let me just try and remove that bit. There we go. May still fall apart though as we open him. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here you've got a larger chocolate pearl. Wait and see for the colours. Now this one is a tiger eye. So those of you who don't know, tiger eye is like the tiger eye precious stone. You've got the darker chocolate, almost black, with the lighter chocolate base. So it's like a tiger eye markings pearl. He is lovely. Pop him next to your pink pearl there. And then your last oyster. Again, this one does have a split down here, so he may well fall apart as we open him. There's one side. Oh, and the other side. Oh, and you've got a second, oh, this one got a bit messy. Second chocolate brown pearl. Now I'm just going to dry these up again and have a closer look for him. I don't think this one is a tiger eye. No, this one is a base normal chocolate toned. So twinning sea greens, a two-tonal pink, a tiger eye chocolate and dark chocolate black, and then a normal chocolate pearl there. What do you think to these, Kathy? Now if you're happy with these, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. And of course, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, your sea green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Sea green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are measuring the different sizes there. Two-tonal pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The tiger eye is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Okay, what do you think? Change the pink and the normal chocolate for very light yellow. Okie dokie, so those 3 at the top. So when you say very light yellow, how light are we going? So if I go to pastel yellows, we've got like a just off white yellow, or we've got ones with just a little bit of more colour to them, more sort of shading. In fact, I love those 2 together straight away. Now they're not bright, but I can go lighter than these if you wanted me to. So they're very pastel baby yellow. But like I say, I can go lighter if you would like to. So I'm just shading them so you can see them without the light sort of shining on them. Those are fine. Did you see the comments on the order? Oh, I don't know if I have. Let me I've printed off your comment sticker already actually. It doesn't actually have any additional comments on it. So let me just, I'm just going back onto it to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, I've printed out one of the other comments. It does it for each product and I can't change it to just one per order. So those of you who check out with multiple orders, I do apologise that there are multiple checkout forms. I just can't, it can't change. Yes, I can see the additional comments now. Let me make a note because like I said, I've already printed off the other one. Perfect. And that's absolutely fine. Not a problem at all, my lovely. Just to confirm then, are you happy with the other colours as well? Sorry, I just saw something pop up. I just needed to read it. But the camera, I couldn't see because my camera was in the way. You're happy with those, Kathy? Perfect, my lovely. Well, I hope you're going to be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Up next then today is Loretta Trish. Loretta, are you here? Loretta Trish, are you here? Sarah, good evening. Hello. Sorry, I'm very thirsty. I just need to drink. There we go, that before it goes too cold. Loretta, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Loretta, please comment on her comment because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Sean, hello, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. What does my cup say? It says, you're a limited edition. I know it's backwards for you guys, but yeah, you're a limited edition. Oh, Sarah. I hope you're okay, my lovely. Loretta, hello my lovely. I can see that I'm invisible there. Can you just, as always, because it's a different name on the order to Facebook, can you comment the second part of the email address for me? So that's just from the @ sign onwards. So I don't need to know the first bit, the bit that you personalised. I don't need to know that bit. Just from the @ sign onwards, so the email carrier. So Gmail, Yahoo, iCloud, Ymail, I've forgotten all of them now, but just from this sign onwards. It doesn't work when I hold this up anymore because mine's such a long one, which isn't a normal one anymore. So I need to have like a, my old one, just hold it up at Gmail. But no, what is your one, my lovely? That's on the order form, just so I can confirm it's you. And that's only because it's the different name on the order to on Facebook. And possibly once you've sent it, go back and then comment on your own comments, because that will also bring it forward so I can see. I'm just updating the order list as we go, guys. So if you have ordered, you've definitely been added on to today. And if you'd like to order, there's still space available for today as well. So I'm updating it on the page and then I'll pop it in the comments in just a second as well. So what's that second part of the email address, my lovely? Let me refresh here in case I'm not seeing you. Oh, yep, that's come through now. Bless you. If I'm having issues with your comments, if anyone else sees Doris's comment, please comment on it for me. I can't talk now. On it for me because it will bring it forward. But I can see you there now, and thank you for confirming that, my lovely. Okay, so you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. So I'm afraid that we don't have mystery at the moment. I'm just waiting on the oyster delivery. So we've got New Rainbow, Expand the Rainbow, or normal oysters available. So the New Rainbow are darker rainbow colours, Expand the Rainbow are lighter rainbow colours, and the normal are natural colours. Which one of those would you prefer? Again, I'm just going to keep refreshing my comments just so I don't miss you. Bright colours. You can hardly hear me. Oh no. I'm just having a look. My microphone is fully turned up. No, it's fully turned up my end. So brighter colours is this Expand the Rainbow oyster one. So just confirm for me, would you be happy with one of these? So these are brighter, lighter colours. Oh no, don't be sorry at all. Cindy, you are up next, my lovely. Perfect. Okay, so would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So if we go down, you'll expand the rainbow oyster. There's one side. Excuse me, and the other side. Donate the shells and you're hoping for a watermelon. So just taking that half away there. Now you are twinning. Now these are not watermelon. They are, however, a beautiful brighter coral colour. So these are as close to watermelon as you can get without actually having watermelon. Now, of course, if you're not happy with these, we can swap them for you. So we can swap one or both of them for colours of your choice. Or, of course, if you are happy with these, that's absolutely fine as well. So you've got one on this side, which is visually slightly brighter, and then one on this side, which is just slightly darker. If I measure them for you, the slightly brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a, oh, sorry, he is a 7. And then his twin, excuse me, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. So they are measuring different sizes there. Do you have a preference to which coral you'd like to swap out, or don't you mind, my lovely? Swap out the larger one. Okay, so I've taken away the larger coral and I've added in a, oh, keep the larger one. Sorry, my lovely. There you go. I've swapped out the smaller coral. You've kept the larger one. Just confirm for me if you're happy with that watermelon there. And then, of course, if you'd like to have that one on the jewellery. Love them both. Okay, so it's watermelon on the jewellery, is that correct? Sorry, my voice is starting to go funny now, so I haven't got a cough, I'm just trying to clear my throat. So, yes please, watermelon on the jewellery. Perfect. So, watermelon. Okie dokie. I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. And of course with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations of your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? And you too, my lovely. Thank you. Now, Cindy, you was here a moment ago, so I'm just going to wait to confirm that you are. And then you have got 2 spring picks. So what we'll do, Cindy, is we'll do your spring pick number 1. We'll go through, you can pick your butterfly, we'll show you the jewellery, and then we'll do your spring pick number 2, and then we'll do all your oyster openings together at the end. Okay, so I'm just refreshing here. So again, if anyone can see Cindy, please comment on the comment for me, because it will bring it forward, just so I'm not going to miss anyone today. I think my comments are being slightly funny. I'm just keep refreshing. If you keep hearing me clicking away, I'm just refreshing the page. You're here, Cindy? Perfect. So let's go down for your flower shuffle number 1. Now, with either of these 2, is there a certain category or a certain sized butterfly that you're hoping for? So we've got bracelets, earrings and pendants. Oh. Okay, so you have got a small butterfly from your first one. Small butterfly is earrings. So if we go straight across to the butterflies, and this is the small one here, you've got 1 through to 5 to choose from. Which number would you like? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Number 3. Okay, so you're looking for a green sticker here, Cindy. And with your first one, you have found the green sticker. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So this means you get to have a bonus prize. Okay, so you get to choose either to have an extra oyster opening this evening, or you can choose to have a £10 off code for the website, which means if you'd like to order in the future, you'll have a £10 off code that you can use. I'm just going to bring you back to me here. So would you like a extra oyster opening for tonight or a £10 off code? Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me make a note. So that code will get emailed across for you over the weekend. So if I bring down the jewellery, we've got small butterfly number 3. So that's this one here. Your pair of earrings. Now these earrings do come with 2 oyster openings. However, you get to choose with these ones whether you're going to have the pearls on or off of the jewellery. They are hook back earrings, and they have got our favourite stone, which is the moonstone in the earrings themselves. If I just show you, I believe on the website these are called the oval moonstone earrings. Now, if we have a closer look, you've got this oval disc. Half of it has got textured silver down that side. Obviously, it's very lovely oval moonstone in the centre. Now, moonstones do have flashes of blue in them, so you might see them flashing blue on the camera, more so sort of when they're in the sunlight and when obviously you've got them in front of you. On this side you've got a swirly design here. Now if you choose to have your pearls on these ones, they do sort of sit at the top here, move around, they'll sort of drop and sit just above the moonstone themselves, but they will dangle and move around. So I hope you're happy with those, Cindy. So definitely 2 oyster openings. but it just depends, your choice, if you'd like to have your pearls on or off the jewellery there. Now I'm just going to top up the butterfly, and then we'll do your flower shuffle for your second one. So I hope you're happy with the first one. Okay, so flower shuffle number 2. You own them and they're one of your favourite pairs. Oh, Kathy, I'm glad you're happy with your ones. Cindy, you love them. Perfect. Okay, so flower shuffle number 2, Cindy. Let's do a big shuffle. And you have got a small butterfly, so you've got earrings for a second time here. So if we go back across, I did just top this up. So back to the small butterfly one. Which one would you like? Which number would you like this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Would you like butterfly 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Oh, I don't know if you can hear, but it's very lightly just started raining here. Number 5. Okay, so again, we're looking for that green sticker here. Oh no, on this one you've got a purple sticker, Cindy. Okay, so there's not the bonus with that one, but let's bring you back across again. So small butterfly number 5 is this one. Oh, Cindy, sticking with a moonstone theme here. You've got 2 pairs of different moonstone earrings. Now these ones again, then they do come with 2 oyster openings. Again, you get to choose whether you'd like to have your pearls on or off the jewellery. So hook back earrings for a second time. And with these ones, you've got your tribal design in the center here, and then your moonstones are hanging from the bottom. If you choose to have your pearl on this one, it does sit here and they'll be able to dangle around and move around there. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, so I hope you're happy with those as well, my lovely. Let me bring you back up again. Oh, that rain sounds beautiful. So that means you've got 4 surprise oysters all together, Cindy. So, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, would there be certain colours you're hoping for at all? Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And are you thinking pearls on or off of the jewellery? So again, both sets, you can choose to have pearls on or off. donate the shells. Perfect, thank you very much. I kind of want it to carry on raining. My garden really needs some rain. Right, sorry, random fact there. Right, let's go down. So, oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, first oyster, you've got a candy floss pink pearl. So beautiful, brighter candy floss pink to start with there, my lovely. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you have got a coral pearl. And there's no more in that one. So we've got a candy floss pink and a coral. And then moving on to your next 2 oysters, my lovely. So surprise oyster number 3, Cindy. There's one side and the other side. And in here you've got a watermelon, and there's no more in that one. I love when I see watermelon and coral together. I think they just make each other pop. It's like a beautiful marriage of colours. Moving on to your last oyster, my lovely. So again, this one is your surprise oyster. Oh, there we go. There's one side and the other side. And in here, a autumn peach. If I was going to have to pick a colour that would go beautifully with the selection you've got, I would have said autumn peach. Okay, Cindy, let's go through. So 4 oysters, 4 pearls. Now you can choose to have 2 on each set of earrings, or you can choose to keep them loose. If you're not happy with the colours, we can swap them for you, so that's going to be completely up to you. What do you think to these? So candy floss pink, coral, autumn peach and watermelon. If I run them through the board for you, candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7 as well. Sorry, Cindy, I'm just getting them refocused for you. swap for 2 bright pinks and 2 brighter watermelon. You can indeed. I'll go for the hot pinks. Let's move these 4 out of the way. Although I may try and match your watermelon there. We'll see what we've got. Do you know which colour you'd like on which item? Okay, so we're going to have to go slightly smaller with these ones because I couldn't find a match with the larger of them. And watermelon. Can you match your one? Let's see. Oh, that's so close. Yay! What do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these ones, I'll need to know which ones you'd like and where. Pinks on the first set and the watermelon on the other set. So pinks on the oval set and then watermelon on the other one. Can you just confirm, are you happy with these 4 pearls here? Yes, happy with those? Perfect. Okay. Cindy then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe on there and up there for you. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Up next then today is Ellen Halliway. Ellen, are you here? Cindy, you're very, very welcome. Ellen, hello. Donate the shells. Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, you do have a spring pick, so let me just top that back up just in case. And let's go down for your flower shuffle. So let me start shuffling these. Is there a certain category you're hoping for or a certain sized butterfly? Oh, Debbie, congratulations, my lovely. And bless your daughter. She sounds like she's had a very tough 72 hours. Is it 72? Bless you and her. Well, I'm congratulations for having Oliver, and I hope your daughter makes a speedy recovery so she can enjoy her little boy. Okay, so Ellen, let's do the last big sort of one, and you have got a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant. Let's go across to the butterflies. I'll need to know which one of these you would like, and with the medium it's 1 through to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? Number 4. Okay, so number 4, you're looking for a green sticker here to get a bonus prize. Ellen, you have got the green sticker, my lovely. Okay, so that means you've got 2 options. You can either choose to have a £10 off code. So that means that if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have £10 off you can use. That code would be available to you straight away, but also it won't have an expiry date on there, so you could hold on to it and spend it in the future. Okay, or you can have an extra oyster opening tonight. So obviously however many openings your pendant's going to come with, you add a bonus onto there. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me just write this down. £10 off code. So that will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Butterfly number 4, medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, medium. Oh, okay, so this pendant here has been on the website on and off over the last few years. When it is on the website, it doesn't stay on there very long, so it is quite a popular pendant. Now, it does come with 1 oyster opening, and you can choose whether you'd like to have your pearl on or off the jewellery with this one. This is the Heart Dreamcatcher pendant. Okay, so it is a heart outline, which is obviously the top of the Dreamcatcher. You've then got the Dreamcatcher lines going through the middle with these silver balls, just a little added detail as, for example, the beads on a Dreamcatcher. You've then got this feather, which is at the bottom. The feather, as you can see, can move around. Oh, let me show you this way. Can move around, can dangle and change. Now, if you choose to have your pearl on this one, it does sort of sit at the top, so it will sit central in the heart, but it would be able to move around. Or you can keep the pendant as it is and have the pearl loose. Okay, so that's going to be up to you. But I hope you're happy with the pendant itself there, Ellen. Now, that does come with 1 oyster opening. Oh, let me bring you up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so surprise oyster. You've already said to donate the shells, so thank you with that. Would there be a certain colour that you're hoping for now you've seen what item it is? So let's go down. Your surprise oyster. There's one side. And the other side. Hoping for bright red. Okay, so straight away I can see it's not a bright red. You do have a darker pearl there. Let me dry him up for you so we can see what colour he is. I think he's a purple. Okay, so he's a 2-tonal purple and gunmetal grey. Excuse me. There we go. So you can definitely see the purple there, but as you go around, you can see that he is 2-tonal gunmetal grey as well. Now, you did say you was hoping for a bright red, so if you would like to swap him, I can definitely do that for you. Or, of course, if you're happy with this one, that's absolutely fine as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Can you change him to a red? Of course you can. Now, are you thinking to have your pearl on or off the jewellery? And also, can you just confirm, are you happy with this red here? Pearl on and love the colour. Okie dokie, he is yours then. Let me just write down that we're going to have the red on there. Okay, so the code will get sent over the weekend for you, and I hope you'll be happy, Ellen, with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations of your shells, and I've just popped that safe up there for you. Up next today is Cara Sean. Cara, are you here? Oh, bless her, Debbie, and bless you for having to wait. However, they're in the best place, you know they're safe, and they get to have like a little family few days, which is nice for them as well. Ellen, you're very, very welcome. Let me have a look. I don't think the chain is included with this one, no. So that one doesn't come with a chain. I do sell chains on their own on the website. We've got trace, curb and snake chain in various different sizes. That pendant though, if you've got a standard size chain at home, it will fit onto it. Now of course you can purchase one from me and I can include it in, that's not a problem. But yeah, so that's up to you. Let me know, because I can invoice you for one if you prefer to, or obviously have a look on the website and then you can have a look around. So I'm currently looking for Cara Sean. Cara, are you here? Or Sean? Well, congratulations again, Debbie. Yes, it's a trace chain. Debbie, you're very welcome. Okay, last call for Cara. If not, we'll move on. Cara, if you are here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Cara, please comment on her comments. That will bring it forward so I can see as well. Sorry guys, Aaron came in, he needed me to tell, oh, he needed to talk to me quickly. Everything's fine, the kids are fine, so it's okay. So thank you for bearing with me there. Ellen, can you have a 22 trace chain? Of course you can. I can invoice you for that, if that's okay. The invoice will get sent across over the weekend to the email address with the order form. Okay, and I haven't seen Cara, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in again, but it would be to the end of the order list. Which means up next is Mandy Clayton. Mandy, are you here? What's the next room going to be? I haven't decided yet, Jackie. I think the butterflies might stay up for a little bit longer, but we're just going to be changing the game per se. Yeah, I haven't decided because the butterflies have only been up a couple of weeks, not even a couple of weeks, or just coming up to a couple of weeks. So yeah, they might stay. And I've got a couple of ideas lined up. I just haven't picked which one it's going to be, if that makes sense. Mandy, hello, hello, hello. Mandy, you've got a stick, pick or sparkle dip. So where have I put it? Oh, put it on the wrong shelf. So let's go down for your stick, pick or sparkle dip. So with this one, as you know, you get to definitely keep the crystal charm that comes out here, and then it's the pearl. If you're happy with the pearl that's on here, you stick. If not, you pick one of, or I dive in, and then you have to choose one of the pearls that is in the bag that is pulled out. Okay, so this is your envelope. Good luck, my lovely. Oh, love this one. Okay, so this is our tribe charm. So our tribe crystal charm. So I'm going to show you the charm first before we go into detail with the pearl. So our tribe charms, this is, like I said, it's a blue crystal. And then you've got these indentations, I can never say it, which has almost got like a silvery effect on him. Also, the sides, let me get it focused again. The sides of the crystal itself also has a silver overlay around the edge, and then you can see the darker crystal areas with that blue. So it's our tribe crystal charm. Now this one, I don't think it's on the website in this form. I think it's on the website as a pendant, but the pendant is larger. Now the pearl colour we added to this one at the moment is a darker silver. So not dark silver, but darker than a dove grey silver. Now that was just to bring out the silver along the sides here. So if I hold it sideways, you can see the silver. However, if you're not happy with this pearl, we can of course swap it for you. Or look at that charm. It looks like it's got purple in him when he's against that darker background there. Stunning. So silver pearl, you can either stick with this one and keep him, or you can pick and go and choose a different pearl to go onto your charm. Now the different pearl would be one of 4. So I'd pull out a bag, there'd be 4 pearls in there, and you'd have to pick one of those pearls. Can you pick? Of course you can. So I'm going to bring you up so you can see that I can't see. So I'm just going to give them a little mix. And let's pull one bag out. Now one of these pearls would have to go onto the charm. Let's go down. Now if you truly didn't like any of them, you can choose to have the charm separate and to have your pearl loose next to it. However, all the pearls do have the pins on already, so your loose pearl would have a pin on. Now you've got a blurple, which is a mix between a blue and a purple, two-tonal natural rose gold. You've got a slight strawberries and cream, and you've got a chocolate. So blurple, two-tonal rose gold. Now when I said strawberries and cream, it's cream all over, but he does have the slightest pink splash there. So cream most of the way with a slight pink splash. And then a darker chocolate. What do you think, Mandy? Which one would you like? Blurple, of course you can. Oh, actually, no, I needed that to put the other pearls back in. Okay, so if I bring you back up again, then I'll write down that we're changing the silver to that blurple. I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. Let me just write this down. Change to blurple. Okie dokie. Mandy then, I hope you'll be happy with everything there once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very happy. Perfect. I don't need that piece yet. Excuse me. Right, we've currently got 2 people left on the order list. So if anybody would like to order for today, there's not a long wait at all. Yeah, up next is Dina Lee. Dina Lee, are you here? I'm fine, thank you, Loretta. I hope you're well as well. Dina, hello, hello, hello. So you've got 2 spring picks. So let's go down for your flower shuffle. So we'll do your first one, and then we will obviously go through, find out what item of jewellery you have, and then we'll move straight onto your second one and then do all your oysters together at the end. Is there a certain category or sized butterfly you're hoping for? So, in here you've got a small butterfly. So small butterfly is earrings. So let's go straight across to this here. So small butterfly, you get to pick between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which one would you like? You've just said you've ordered again, that's not a problem. I'll add them together. I'll just print it out now. Cara, you're here again. Perfect. I'll add you back in, my lovely. I've currently got 2 people, including Dina, on the order list. So there's not a long wait until you're opening, Cara. Okay. Number 3. Okay, so you're looking for the green sticker. If it's got a green sticker, you get a bonus. If not, then there's no bonus. Obviously, you still get your gorgeous piece of jewellery, whatever it may be. Oh, it is a purple. So purple does mean that there's not a bonus with that one. However, let's go straight across to see your item of jewellery. So small butterfly number 3. Now these ones here are stud back earrings. They come with 2 oyster openings. And your pearls definitely need to go onto the jewellery here. Okay, so as you can see, they are hearts. And your pearls sit right in the centre. So you can see that disc there of almost like a flower outline. That is where your pearls sit. So right in the middle of the hearts. Now these hearts themselves are like 2 overlapping hearts. You've got one which is the silver, one which is encrusted with crystal. So you can see that they're sitting at slightly different levels. So they literally do entwine in and out of each other. One's on top, one's below, and they sort of change as they go around. So stunning heart earrings there. And you definitely need 2 pearls to go in the middle of them. So I hope you're happy with those. If we move straight into your second spring pick, so second flower shuffle now. Okay, so again, one sort of bigger mismatch. And you have got a medium butterfly this time. That is a pendant. So I didn't top that one back up again, so just bear with me a second. Let's bring forward the medium butterfly, so that's this one here. So with this one, again, the option is between 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Which one would you like? Number 4. Okay, so again, looking for that green sticker here. Dina, you have got the sticker, my lovely. You found a green sticker. Whoop, 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 whoop. What that means is you get to choose whether you'd like to have a £10 off code for the website, or you can have an extra oyster opening tonight. Okay, so if you have a £10 off code for the website, it means if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have £10 off your order. The code can be used straight away, but also it doesn't have an expiry date, so you can hold on to it and use it in the future. Or you have a bonus oyster opening tonight added onto your order. That was medium number 4. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me just write that down. Okay, so that code will get sent across for you over the weekend. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Now, medium butterfly number 4. So this is your pendant. This pendant, I can see, definitely needs to have the pearl on the jewellery. So it comes with one oyster opening and the pearl sits at the bottom, dangling at the bottom. Now this one actually goes beautifully, and it's almost like a matching set with the earrings that you've got. So it's not the exact match. However, there is a heart on your pendant. There is the overlapping sections which come forward. You've got a crystal here to give it that little bit of sparkle. And then your pearl dangles from the bottom. So this is the swirl heart pendant here. So with your earrings as well, they do, you wear it, if heart earrings and a heart pendant. It's perfect. But I hope you're happy with this one as well. This is a slightly smaller pendant. It's one of our elegant set. But obviously once you've got the pearl on here as well, it does make it sort of a slightly longer, almost like a longer drop pendant. Okay, so earrings definitely need 2 oysters. The pendant is 1 oyster. Now these ones are your surprise oysters, so I'll grab 3 of those. Now you do have a further 2 oyster openings. What 2 oysters would you like with those? It can't be the surprise oysters. It would have to be either a expand the rainbow, a nunu, or a normal. I thought so, Kelly. It was a good number choice, wasn't it? Right, while I just looked over at that, let me just retop that back up again. There we go. Expand the rainbow for both of them. Okie dokie. So 2 of these. 1 and 2. Now, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1 and 2. So let's go down. We're going to start with your 3 surprise and then 2 others. So the Nunu Rainbow Oysters are darker rainbow colours, Wendy. Expand the Rainbow Oysters are lighter rainbow colours. The normal natural oysters are natural colours, which are overall lighter colours like creams, whites, rose golds. And the surprise bag is a mix of all of those plus 4 pearl oysters. Okay, I hope that helps. So Dina, donate the shells and we're going to wait to see what comes out. Oh, look at that one for a fast pearl. Here's a beautifully bright purple colour. Not a problem, Wendy. So almost like a pinky purple, but there's not a pink in there, if this makes sense. So you can sort of see, let me get it focused for you, that the base of the pearl could be like a pink colour. Definitely a purple overtone. I was going to say it's got too much purple in it to be a pinkle. However, on camera it does sort of bring the pink out more. I know that just sounds like a... It sounded really strange as I said all that then, but it is. I was going to say it's more of a brighter purple than a pinkle, if that makes sense. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, you are twinning. No more in that one. Twinning with brighter coral pearls here. There are your brighter coral pearls. And then the last of these surprise oysters. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning for a second time with bright hot pink pearls. Now these two, I can see that they are definitely different sizes here. So they're visually different sizes, but I do think that they're going to be measuring at different sizes as well. So I'm just going to pop them in the sand. So the larger pink is towards the middle, and then the smaller one's towards the outer edge. So different size pinks, but beautiful, bright, deep, hot pinks there. And then if we move straight onto your two Expand the Rainbow oysters. There's one side and the other side. In here you are twinning for a third time, Dina. There's no more in that one. Twinning with lighter, brighter icy blue. Slight, ever so slight colour difference with the two because they're slightly two-tonal, but there's definitely not a lot in it at all. There is a darker spot on that one, as you can see, and I think there's another darker spot on this one as well, but it's only just, as you can see, going round, so it's only just a slight darker spots there with the twinning icy blues. Moving on to your last oyster, my lovely, then we'll go through all of your colours again. Oh, we're going to have a runaway here. Is that twinning for a fourth time? Let me just open this up. Yep, there's a runaway, and there is a second. Dina, you are twinning for a fourth time, my lovely. Okay, so let me dry these up. And these are Sunshine Yellow twins. Okay, so now you've got a hard decision to make with so many beautiful colours. You've got that light, bright purple, twinning corals, twinning hot pinks, twinning icy blues, and twinning sunshine yellows. I'll need to know which two you'd like on your earrings, which one you'd like on your pendant. Now, if you're not happy with these, we can, of course, swap the colours for you. If you are happy, then that's perfect. So it's completely up to you. If I run them through the board while you're deciding, the lighter, brighter purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so they're measuring the same size there. Hot pink number 1, the visually larger of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So they are measuring the different sizes there. Icy blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And icy blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they are measuring the same size there. Last but not least, sunshine yellow twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. Can you have the corals on the earrings and the light purple on the pendant? That is a beautiful combination together. Look at those colours together. coral and purple. Of course you can. Let me bring you up so I can write that down. Can you just confirm as well that you're happy with, or if you're happy with the other colours there? I'm having a little bit of a tropical moment here. A little bit warm. Or is it warm tonight? So yeah, please bear with me if I start to go red, because it's normal. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, just confirm, are you happy with the other colours? Happy with the other ones? Perfect. Oh, wow. Dina, that's extremely generous of you. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you ever so much, my lovely. That's very, very kind. Thank you for the stars. And I'm glad you're happy with the other colours. I'm just popping them in here for you. Even those colours together look stunning. Right, Dina, thank you for the donations with your shells. That's on there, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything, my lovely, once it arrives. And that's up there for you. You're very, very welcome, and thank you, my lovely. Up next today is Alison Jarrett. Alison, are you here? Alison, hello, hello, hello. And you'd like to donate your shells as well? Not a problem. So you have got a spring pick if we go across for your flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or certain sized butterfly that you're hoping for, Alison? Don't mind. Okay, so we haven't had the bracelet come out yet today, but you don't mind. So last big shuffle. Oh, drop them. So, and you have got a medium. So medium butterfly is the pendant. Okay, so if we go straight across to the butterflies, your medium one is this one here. Would you like butterfly number, sorry, my 5 flower doesn't want to stay forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, Alison? What do you think? Number 4. Okay, so with this one, you're looking for the green sticker. Alison, you have also found the green sticker today. Well done, my lovely. So that one means you get your choice between 2 options. You can either have a £10 off code for the website, or you can have an extra oyster opening added on to your openings today. What would you like? What would you like to do? Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me write that down for you. That code will get emailed, £10 off code. That code will get emailed across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. So we had medium butterfly number 4. So that's this one here. Okay, so with this pendant, sorry, I'm just re-topping up the other one. With this pendant, it comes with one oyster opening, and you get to choose whether you'd like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. Okay, so the choice is going to be yours. Let me take you through the pendant first, and then you can see what you'd like to do. So this is a rose pendant. Let me just look. Okay, so the rose itself, if I get him focused for you. There we go. The rose itself in the flower detail up here does have a small zircon crystal in the centre, and then you do have these flower petals coming out. Let me just get it focused there, coming out, making up that rose. Moving down to the front, you've then got a twisted silver stem, so it's that twisted silver effect stem coming up and the looping round stem where your leaves are coming across. Lots of detail on this one with the petals, the flower, the stem, lots of little details and little intricate details going across. Now the reverse side of this one doesn't have the details on. Obviously the rose itself, the rose head is 3D, but the reverse side of the stem is the plain silver, so it doesn't have that twisted effect on there. Okay. What do you think to this one? I hope you're happy with him, Alison. Now, if you choose to have your pearl on this one, it does sort of sit at the top, and it would sit to either side of the rose head, and it would sort of be able to move around. You could choose where it sat. Or you don't have to have the pearl on here if you don't want to, and you could keep it as it is and then have the pearl loose. Okay, so I hope you're happy with him. If I bring you back up so you can grab your oyster. Ingrid, I hope you're well. And welcome back, my lovely. So Alison, surprise oyster. You've already said to donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you'd be hoping for? So let's go down. Your surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning with hot pink pearls. There's no more in that one, my lovely. You don't mind the colour, but you do like purples. Okay, so we've got hot pink pearls here. The one on, let's put that there. The one on this side is visually larger than his twin. Now, if you wanted to, you could swap one of these or both of these for different colours. Or if you're happy with these, you can keep them. And what I would need to know is if you'd like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery, and if on, which colour. So you've got your larger pink on this side, smaller pink on this side. If I run them through the board for you, Alison, the smaller of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The visually larger of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. So they're actually measuring the same sizes, they just visually do look slightly different. Okay, decisions, Alison. What would you like to do? And would you like to have a pearl on or off of the jewellery? swap the larger pink for bright purple and have the pink on the pendant. Okay, now let me have a look for a brighter purple for you. What do you think to this one? Would you be happy with that one there? That black bit there is just where I've picked up a bit of sand as well. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to have pink on the jewellery and then your purple as your loose pearl. Let me just write this down as well. So like I said before, your code will get emailed over the weekend for you. Perfect. Alison, I hope you'll be happy with everything then once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Up next is Cara Schoen. Cara, are you here? Cara, hello, hello, hello. Let me just re-top this back up. Okay, so Cara, you have got a spring pick as well. Let's go down for your flower shuffle. Is there a certain category or a certain sized butterfly that you're hoping for? Okay, so you have also got a medium butterfly. So medium butterfly is a pendant, my lovely. Let's go straight across again. So you get to pick from 1 to 5. Medium butterfly here. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Which one would you like? Number 3, 1, 2 and 3. So you're looking for a green sticker, Cara. And you've got the green sticker. Okay, so you also have the choice of having a £10 off code to use on the website if you'd like to order again in the future. Or you can have a £10 off code, or you can have a extra oyster opening added on to your opening today. What do you think? What would you like? £10 off code or an extra oyster opening added on to today. If we come straight back, medium bag number 3 is that one. Can you have the code? Of course you can. Let me make that a note. So I will also email your code across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Now, as you can see, medium butterfly number 3. This one here, you can choose whether you have your pearl on or off of the jewellery. Okay. So it does come with one oyster opening, and it has a double moving component. So first of all, let me show you the underlayer. You've got a mother of pearl flower. So the shells of the oysters, the section in the middle that I'm always showing you, which says is the mother of pearl. This is a pendant made from that. So it has that sort of shining, glistening colours there. Mother of pearl flower. You've then got a crystal encrusted flower, which, as you can see, moves around and sits central in the with the pendant. Now with this one, if you choose to have a pearl on this one, it then sits just in front again. So then the pearl can move around and you'd have sort of the 3 moving pieces. But as they sort of drop down, the pearl would sit just off centre with this flower. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one, Cara. So, like I say, he comes with one oyster opening, which is your surprise oyster. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let me get him open. And let's go down. So, Cara, your surprise oyster. Oh, I'm glad you're happy with the pendant, my lovely. There's one side. And the other side has broken the shell in half there. So let me take that bit, if I show you that bit away, and that half as well. So there's nothing on there. I can, however, see that you are twinning with dark purple twins there, and there's no more in that one. Okay, twinning dark purple twins. Let me dry them up for you. What do you think to these, Cara? Now, if you're happy with these ones, brilliant. I can pop one on the jewellery, or you don't have to have them on there like I said before. If you're not happy with the colour, we can swap one or both of them for you for different colours. So it's completely up to you what you would like to do. You just need to let me know. If I run them through the board for you, purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Oh, he is an 8.5, so he is measuring slightly larger than his twin. Now I'm just refreshing the comments here, just making sure I'm not missing you, my lovely. What do you think and what would you like to do? Swap the smaller one for a bridal white for the necklace. Okay, and just confirm, are you happy with to keep the other darker purple there? Thank you, Shelby. Yes, okie dokie. Let me bring you back up here then. I'll pop these in here. And then, so just to confirm, you've got your purple as your loose pearl, and then you've got the bridal white on the jewellery. The £10 off code will get sent across for you over the weekend, Cara, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. There we go, that's safe up there for you, and thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And you're very, very welcome. Okay, so I think that's the end of the order list for today. Cara, you're very, very welcome. We're going to be live again on Sunday from around 7:30 p.m. Linda, I hope you have a lovely time away. I hope everyone enjoys the coronation tomorrow, and whatever you're doing for it, or if you're not doing anything for it, have a lovely weekend. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday evening. Take care. Bye.